Okay everybody, this is part 2 to the 2006 Hyundai Tucson. I think I said Kia Tucson earlier, but okay, same company. Anyway, I got the fuel pump out, and I want you to make sure that when you're pulling it out, the reason why I was having such difficulty is because the orientation and position of the fuel pump, everything, the tolerances are so tight. You got to make sure you're pulling straight up, and you should have less of a trouble than I did. But we did get it out successfully finally. It's just a very tight fit, so just be real careful when you're trying to get it apart. Make sure you don't splash yourself. Like I said, gloves are helpful, definitely eyewear, and we're gonna have to fix that of course too. So don't pry against there if it's not coming out. Just be patient, and we'll be right back. I got to get the fuel pump ready and we'll put it in. Okay, so here it is, the pretty new fuel pump. As you can see, there's a new base gasket around here. Usually I would think that they replace this O-ring that goes around the perimeter in an oval shape, but mine didn't come with that kit, so you might want to find out what manufacturer has it. Make sure it does come with it. I'm going to have to contact mine and see if it's missing it or what. So here's the top, pretty cut and dry. You got the 2 feeds, you can't mix up the hoses, 1 pigtail, and you got the new sock, the whole fuel pump, 1-piece kit. And we'll get this thing back in and we'll get it running. Be right back. Also for just a helpful side note, I'm going to attempt to do this one-handed. So what you want to do is you want to face the float and the primary filter here, the sock, and put it in this angle and then try to get it in, and then essentially you're going to want to swing it like that. But I need 2 hands, so be right back. Okay, so since I offered the suggestion of doing the install with the orientation of it tilted forward and then walk it back in to a straight position, for me, fortunately, it landed right on top of the bolt holes. I don't believe that there's a specific order and sequence to tightening these, but it's always good to start here, crisscross, kind of X, and then in that format. Sorry if I made you dizzy. Just make sure that these are good. These are going to clip back on, and then you're going to be pushing down on it, which I will have the video playing when we do that. Let me get this thing fixed up. I do need both hands. Okay, so I manually threaded in all of the screws, and what I'd like to do is show you the sequence that I would most likely suggest to do everything in. Much like an intake manifold, you start from the center, and just work your way out. Now this one's tricky. That's why you don't connect the fuel hose, the fuel lines until the very end. Snap-on sockets are a very tight fit, so very little force. Not gonna go gorilla tight on it. And that's the sequence that I would suggest. Then go around with a hand ratchet and just give it a 1/4 turn. Then finally we'll hook these up and a pigtail, and then we'll put it back together. Okay, so we got the fuel lines back on. Click, push down. This one already clicked. Push down. And that's good there. We get our pigtail. Make sure you hear that click. That's secure. Alright, we'll button it up. Okay, so we got the 4 bolts in here. We did fix that with a piece of wood. Made that all straight. This grommet was off, so just make sure that it's on properly. You want to get a good seal in case there is any fumes. And that's pretty much it, folks. You remember how to do the rest of it. Just got to put in these 4 14mm bolts. I hope this video has helped you. If you think it can help somebody else, please share it, like us, comment. We're here to help if we can. Thank you for watching another edition of Solved for the 2006 Hyundai Tucson fuel pump. Would like to add a side note. Total repair time, if I wasn't recording, would be about 15 minutes. Have a good day, everybody.